Greetings, villains and vigilantes, heroes and heroines. You're tuned in to Project SuperVillain. Welcome back to another Project SuperVillain Top 5. I'm your host, Arc Drifter, and today we're jumping in to the Top 5 of June. Let's jump into it. Number 5, Diablo IV. Coming out June 6th for the PC, PS4, PS5, Xbox One, and the Xbox Series S and X. Developed and published by Blizzard. The ever-loved isometric looter RPG returns from the ever-hated Blizzard team. It's sad that the game's launch will be marred by the fact that the responsible company sucks ass, but if you can look past that, the long-sought-after sequel promises the world. Despite your excitement, I highly encourage you as a player to do your diligent research before purchasing this one. Don't trust Blizzard as far as you can throw them. Anyway, I'm done shit-talking. That's your warning. You know, trust me, I play Overwatch. I'm familiar with the shenanigans at this point. So, the game will launch with 5 different classes: Druid, Necromancer, Rogue, Sorcerer, and Barbarian. The first sign of fuckery here is that I hear there's only going to be 2-player couch co-op. That's not great. We've got bigger screens than ever in our living rooms, and of course, let's take away the one most beloved feature in the game. Gamers will love that. At the very least, there is still 4-player online multiplayer, so you know most people play that way these days. But it's another L for couch co-op gaming right there. And with a series as tenured as Diablo, that's a bigger deal than you'd think. You know, a lot of people just group up for this shit just to play, and have gaming nights based around Diablo and like games like Tales. You know, like the Tales series did the same thing when they took away their multiplayer feature. It just sucks. It's a direct continuation from Diablo 3. Yeah, there's supposed to be a battle pass and seasons with new classes and worlds being added later. Have fun, guys. I don't really know if this is going to be what you're expecting, but I can only hope for the best. Number 4, Final Fantasy 16. Coming out June 22nd for the PS5 exclusively. It's developed and published by Square Enix. It's also developed by Creative Business Unit 3. This is an action RPG, guys. They've completely strayed away from what makes Final Fantasy at this point. This time around they're going with a more generic action RPG style, and I don't know, something about it just doesn't seem right to me. This is a hack and slasher game at this point, and when you think about it, what makes Final Fantasy what it was always the story and the strategy elements that made people return again and again. Kind of just seems like that's not really there at this point. They're going more for just that like a hack and slash formula. And I hope I'm wrong, you know, but Square Enix is also another one of those companies that just doesn't really care these days, and I'd love to be wrong here. So yeah, I could be completely wrong. This game could just look generic, but it could well deliver as an action RPG. You never know. Only time will tell. The experience looks complete enough, and they promised a complete narrative, and you know, by that I mean like as opposed to previous Final Fantasy entries, apparently they're some of the games that you had to get all the DLC to get the full like story experience. So yeah, it's just don't go into this one expecting them to return to the roots. That's all I'm saying. It's basically a whole new series at this point. But yeah, it looks like you have your abilities mapped onto different buttons there, and you have like it's all about combos and focusing on that kind of stuff. It's definitely a different game, but if you're interested in that, take a look into it further yourself. Number 3, Crash Team Rumble. Coming out June 20th for the PS4, the PS5, the Xbox One, and the Xbox Series S and X. That's right, it's not coming out for PC. That's kind of weird. It's developed by Toys for Bob and published by Activision. It's going to be a 4v4 Crash Bandicoot action game. Plays like a generic Crash Bandicoot game and is described as a strategic platformer. You'll be collecting Wumpa Fruit and bringing them back to your goal to win. The first to hit the score limit wins. I guess that's the basic rules. I think you might be able to customize those potentially and have like a time limit game and stuff like that, but I'm not too sure. Don't quote me on that. There's going to be 8 characters on launch, and each of these characters could be one of 3 roles, either a scorer, a blocker, or a booster. The scorers are fast and they can collect Wumpa Fruit better, and they're better for scoring, obviously. Blockers are great defenders, but generally they're the tanks and they have abilities that can help defend. And boosters capture relics and gem pads. That's like their main priority. They're basically the support of the team. Relics are items and summon support AI characters that'll help you out as well. Gem pads are capturable and grant a 30% boost to scoring that is stackable with other gem pads. I'm not sure how many there are per map, but you can stack them, and that's how you can snowball victories in this game. It's a very snowbally game. It can win. Games go quick, and that's I think the point of this. Heroes can be unlocked by simply playing the game. Everything can be unlocked through gameplay is something that I heard promised through the in the game introduction. So there's going to be full crossplay and cross progression as well. So this game looks really fun. Kind of weird that it's only limited to consoles, but still doesn't mean it can't be a good game, of course. So definitely check that out if you're interested in the Crash series. This looks to be like a whole new experience. Looks really fun, and it's coming out June 20th. Number 2, Street Fighter 6. Coming out June 2nd for the PC, the PS4, PS5, and the Xbox Series S and X. It's developed and published by Capcom. Street Fighter returns with almost a totally different game. It's obviously still a fighting game, but they're doing this big semi-open world style to accompany the player in story mode, which is completely new to the series. Going for an immersive experience. You'll be playing your own customized character with a customized moveset that you can learn moves from different characters throughout the story as well. There's also a battle hub to meet up with other players, kind of MMO style, and you can watch and participate in online matches. There's a drive gauge, which is kind of a primary change in the series. It's something you'll need to be constantly aware of in each fight. It's the meter below your health bar that represents basically your stamina in a way, as when it's depleted, it leaves you in a vulnerable state. It also allows you to use various abilities, including Drive Impact, which acts as a shield for an incoming attack, Drive Parry, which will auto-parry an incoming attack, Overdrive, which is a strong special attack, basically an EX attack, Drive Rush, which will allow you to cover a distance quickly, and Drive Reversal, which is a counter attack. These moves variably deplete your drive gauge, but are essential to use if you want to increase your likelihood of winning. So there's also going to be cross-platform multiplayer and 18 characters at launch, including new and returning characters. This is really cool, so I gotta mention it, but they added a real-time commentary feature as well, which showcases actual commentators' voice lines actively in your game as you play, giving you like that tournament-style feel. I mean, I don't know if this feature will be cool or not, or if it'll be like SmackDown Know Your Role on the PS1, but we'll find out on June 2nd. Honorable mention, Aliens Dark Descent. Coming out June 20th for the PC, PS4, PS5, Xbox One, and the Xbox Series S and X. It's developed by Tindalos Interactive and published by Focus Entertainment. This game is a real-time strategy horror set 20 years after the events of Alien 3. It features permadeath. If you lose one of your 5-person crew, they're gone forever. It's a game about making strategic decisions with lasting consequences. It focuses on a dark narrative, and you play as a commander directing a squad as a unit. You'll be granted a time-slow ability that'll allow you to slow down the heat of the action and let you react a little bit faster. Basically, you can think faster. The real tactical advantage in any combat scenario, for real. Each Marine reacts intelligently but differently, and there's multiple weapons and tools to use to help you progress. Game AI reacts to your attack patterns as well, so that's something that they promised. I hope that actually kind of scares me. So you'll have to like change up the way you play to keep the AI fresh. Be able to find things like vehicles that you can enter and increase your likelihood of survival as well. You need to keep your squad healthy and sane. So I'm not sure exactly what that entails. If you have to put them through some fucking therapy before they go into another mission or what, but you will be able to return to a hub base where that's where you'll be upgrading your weapons, your squad, and you recruit new Marines if some of your older Marines die, and you also heal the wounded there. Each different Marine that you have has different skills, and some are good at healing, some are good at gunning, but there's all sorts of different things going on in this game. This might be like a hidden sleeper gem, honestly. Like, I think it looks really cool. So anyways, check that out on June 20th. Number 1. AEW Fight Forever. Coming out June 29th for the PC, the PS4, PS5, Xbox One, and the Xbox Series S and X. Developed by Yuke's and published by THQ Nordic. Finally, after many delays, we'll see the launch of AEW Fight Forever. I'm worried for this one, I'm not gonna lie. I've been looking forward to it for a long time now, and all the gameplay so far looks, pretty mid for the most part. Like, it looks pretty good sometimes, but other times doesn't, and I don't know. It's more recently we've gotten a look at it that does show more signs of improvement, so I'm not like at a complete loss. I do think this game could be good. We have to wait and see if this is a competent game at the end of the day. We've got a confirmed roster of 32 wrestlers, and one thing that's really like kind of killing me a little bit and hoping that the gameplay at least holds up is that they've omitted so many people. Like, I have to list them off. Like, here's some of there's a bigger list of people missing in the game almost than like some of these characters. I don't even know how they didn't get in there. But we've got people like Christian Cage, Jeff Hardy, Jack Hager, Evil Uno, Santana and Ortiz, the fucking Acclaimed didn't get in there, FTR, House of Black, Wardlow, Andrade, Gun Club, Hook, Jay Lethal, Keith Lee, Pac, Ray Phoenix, Samoa Joe. God, there's so many more. It's so many disappointing things about this. I really, really hope the gameplay holds up, truthfully. The disappointments in this game aside, it's featuring a variety of match types as well. Obviously singles, tag team, 3-way, 4-way, casino battle royale, exploding barbed wire match, and ladder match are all confirmed. The game itself, I mean, is nowhere at 2K quality, but let's just hope that they are able to make a fun game, because that's at the end of the day what it's about, is it being fun, right? So there is a creative suite, so you can make your own character. I'm not sure what the customization of that's going to be like, but I don't think, don't expect it to be like, WWE 2K. It just, I don't know, it does look like it needs more time in the oven, truthfully, so I'm kind of worried about it, but we'll wait and see. I am definitely going to be trying this one, so I'll report back as soon as I can. Make sure you keep an eye on the streams. Well, that concludes the top 5 for June. I definitely like the look of some of these games on this list. Some of the other ones I am questioning, but all in all, it's a bigger month for June than you'd expect. Let me know your favorite of the list down and below in the comments, or let me know if there's a game I missed that you're excited about. If you enjoy this style of video, make sure you leave a like, make sure you subscribe to the channel. We really appreciate any and all support. Make sure you check out our other top 5s. We do other ones every single month. We've been popping one of these out. So if you want to see what happened earlier on in the year, maybe you want to catch up, check out the top 5 of May. Check out the top 5 of March, the April. Maybe you can go crazy. Go check out our gaming and music award show that we made at the end of the year. We've done 3 of them. They're freaking awesome. We worked really hard on them. And last thing before we go, make sure you check out our merch. That's redbubble.com/people/psv-merch. You can get some awesome villain wear there. I don't have a shirt on right now, but we have shirts, we got mugs, we got pretty much anything you can think of accessory wise. Like, you want a picture frame, get a picture frame, get a mouse pad. There's some really cool stuff with our logos and stuff on it. And a percentage of the proceeds goes to us, so we really appreciate it. And you also get to rep some villain wear. It's a win-win situation. Because we win, you win, PSV wins. At the end of the day, you don't have to buy it. We appreciate it though. That's going to be the end of the video though. So thanks for joining. Thanks for watching. Project dismissed. Peach out.
We'll be right back.